Well, howdy, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to Inside Pitch Baseball. Again, just want to give a shout out to Inside Sports Games for getting me a copy of this game so I can show everyone some inside information here for the baseball game and kind of go through. Again, I'm kind of a newbie if you missed the first episode, but this game is definitely. It's got statistics, it's got data, it's got lots of options, it's got lots of variety in what's going on, but yet it is all very manageable once you get a chance to just understand the basic concepts and the principles and what you should be doing, and you just follow it along. Lots of options for you to adjust things and strategies, both defensively and offensively, and definitely enjoying playing this game. So we're going to go ahead and continue. This is the top of the second inning. We're going to go into slow motion mode, I guess is the best way, for a couple more batters. And then we might pick it up to like medium speed, go a little bit quicker, just to show you how fast you can get things done. And then, maybe if we're getting through this pretty quickly, maybe we'll even go into fast mode where I'm not really explaining anything. I'm just kind of clicking on things and showing you, if you were doing it for yourself, how quick and easy it would play out. Anyways, Peralta's up against John Lester, so let's go ahead and give him a chance to see what happens. So we got a 2-5, so column 2, number 5, possible K result. So notice against the lefties, Peralta strikes out 1-11, but because of Wrigley Field, it's going to get a +3. So notice that 11 is going to go up to a 14 as soon as I click it. So 2-5, yep, goes up to 14, and notice it's in red, meaning, okay, when you click this, it's going to be an out. Yep, all right, let's click it. 1 out. Matt Adams steps up, and he rolls a 5-6. So 5-6 is a K, and then in brackets is a W. So remember, anytime we have a result in the brackets, means it's only going to come into effect when the pitcher is tired. John Lester has 22 batters before he's going to be tired, so it's going to be a while. So we're just going to ignore anything in the brackets. So it's a possible K result. And notice, same thing down here. This is going to highlight for us, and we're going to compare that to the 20-sider. And yep, once again, 8 falls between 1 and 14 for another strikeout. Can Lester strike out the side? Let's find out. 4-3. So 4-3. He's got a possibility here against Molina there. He's got a K result. It goes up to 8 because of the ballpark. What this is representing is, there's lots of foul balls. There's not much territory there. So those are extra strikes that are built into the game because of the field. So players are going to be taking lots of extra strikes that are built into the actual stadium there, and that's why it's going to go. Without the Wrigley Field bonus, Molina would not have struck out, but in fact, John Lester did strike out the side. So 1, 2, 3, striking out everyone. John Lester. All right, I'm going to put this on pause for just a second. Okay, sorry about that, and we are back here. Let's go ahead and continue on here. Wainwright pitching. 5-6 EG question mark. So again, that is going to be an error possible if it's a grounder, and question mark means we don't know because we've got to roll down here. So we're going to click on that. Bloop. EG question mark. And we're going to roll on Castro to find out where he hit it to and what kind of hit he did. 6-6, which is a fly to 7, which is left field. Since it's a fly ball, we don't do anything with the possible error because, again, that's just a G result, EG. If it was just a regular E, then we would check for an error. Or if it was an T, if we had to throw it, we would check for a throw in that case. But EG, just a ground ball, and so we're not going to do anything with that. And what do we end up doing here? So we click on that, and we're down here 6-6, flied out to center field, and he's out. All right, back to the pitcher here. 1 out. We got a 1-6, which is a blank, so nothing going on there. We just go to the batter card, and a 5-1, fly out to right field. And once again, Chris Bryant, third baseman, steps up. 6-6, so column 6, number 6 is a possible K. Wainwright is a righty, so notice he's got a 12, but as soon as we click on that result, he's going to switch to a 15. So we will click on the 6-6, switches to a 15, which falls within the 1-13. So struck him out. So 2 fly balls for outs and then a strikeout. So after 2 innings, we've got 0-0, no hits, no errors, nothing going on yet. Let's hope the Cardinals can get on track right now. Here we go. So start off with John Lester roll here. It's a 5-1. It's going to be the @ symbol. Everybody knows by now that's the baseball field. So we're going to roll on that to see what happens. It's a 1-2. So it is a HR 8 inside of square brackets. So that is a little unusual result. So what I'm going to do is put this on pause just for a second, double check the rules. I'll be right back. Alright, so basically what this is representing is the chance of a home run here. Of course, I believe this number would be adjusted based up or down based upon the home run for the actual field. But in this case, it's an HR8, so we're going to roll a 20-sided dice and see. I believe that's going to be a home run if it's a 1 through 8. And I believe it was already rolled. It didn't roll a new one, so I would have had to check the result there, but it obviously was not because Colton Wong flied out. So it's either a home run or a fly out there. I wasn't sure if it rolled a new dice or it used the dice that was actually up there. It must have used the dice that was there. You guys at home can just rewind the video and look, but that number was probably higher than 8 there. Pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Next time that result comes up, we'll know how to do that now. 3-6. We got a range play for somebody at the ball field here. So Chicago, we're testing their defense here. And we're going to go ahead and roll and see what comes up. We got a 2-2, so that's a G4, so ground to second base for the out. We got a chest, the range actually. So in this case, Listella is a 3. 3 means 1, 2, 3, he's successful. 4, 5, 6, he is not. You can see the computer's already kind of calculated for us. Yes, it is successful because it's a 1, 2, and 3, so it is an out. So John Jay grounded out to second base. All right, so that was another 1, 2, 3 inning. No, I'm sorry, that was a 1-2 inning so far. Let's see if Wainwright here is actually a pretty decent hitter. He can actually do some damage, hopefully. Let's see what happens. 2-5. 2-5 is a possible strikeout. He's 14 plus 3, so he's 1-17. That's going to definitely be a strikeout. So it's a 2-5 and a strikeout. Wainwright goes down. So that is a 1, 2, 3 inning. Sorry, got a little thrown off here. All right, so Wainwright comes back out here in the bottom of the third inning. Let's see if he can get himself a 1, 2, 3 inning. 2-1 is a double star. So double star, we haven't talked about the double stars yet, but the double stars, notice up here on the very top, above the little matrix, is got double stars and a bunch of results here. So basically, what you're going to do is look at this, and it's going to tell you which player or which position here is making it, and a double star represents an automatic out. So we have an automatic out to shortstop there. Peralta makes the throw, no problems, and 1 down. 3-1 is a blank, so John Lester, maybe he can do something. We'll see. 5-5 is a question mark 8. So again, we're going to look at his question mark results, which are right here. So he's going to hit a single 1 to 15. Anything higher than the 15, and that'll be rolled, I believe, separately down here. So 5-5. So he might actually get a single out of this. Let's take a look. The result is a 17. So 1 to 15. He had a really good chance of getting a single here, but the dice roll said 17, so 17 falls in the fly out. So he's going to fly to center. So that's what the 8 represents, and that's a fly out. So that's 2 outs, and next man up, back to the top of the lineup here. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that was the 8th place hitter. So Mert, the 9th place hitter, I forgot, that's right. We just talked about how John Men adjusted his lineup so the pitchers are batting 8th. Anywho, we got a 2-6. Let's see what 2-6 is. Possible walk, so same thing. Walk +1. We're going to look at walk. Wainwright is an R rating, so right-handed pitcher. Walk is an 8. That's going to go up to a 9 as soon as I click on this. See how it went to a 9. And notice that is outside the result. So if the 20-sided dice would have been 1 to 9, it would have been a walk, but it's not. So since we have a yellow result, it's like, nope, keep going. You need to do something else. Well, all right. Well, let's go ahead and roll and find out what he does do. Since he didn't walk, he did a 1-1. He flied out to left field. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. So we have got a pitching duel here in Wrigley Field. If you like pitching, folks, you're loving this game. Unfortunately, not a lot of action right yet, but hopefully we'll get some action soon. Hopefully, in fact, the Cardinals will start doing something. We shall see here. But this is, when you have lots of good results on the pitcher card, obviously that's ultra important because that kind of dictates how things are going to go. But let's see if we can get us a good result here. That's a 1-1 possible strikeout. It is not going to be a strikeout, actually. It is only a 14. Notice it's in yellow. It's saying to you, hey, you're not done yet. So, look somewhere else or do something else. So we can see that does not fall in there. It's not a strikeout. So Matt Carpenter fights off the pitch and then steps up at the next pitch and does a 5-3. 5-3 is a fly out to right field. So had a chance, but flew out to Solar there in right field. So 1 out. John Lester steps back in 4-3. Another possible strikeout. We're going to look at the result. No, it did not fall within 1 to 13. So Jason Hayward fighting off the pitcher as well. So we're going to roll on his card. 2-3. 2-3 is a G1. So it's a ground out back to the pitcher. Matt Holliday will step in. Let's see if we can get Matt to do something here. 6-4. Okay, so this is the first time we actually had to do this. There are several, like this one here and this one here. There is the slash symbol here, and that represents the lefty-righty matchup. So if we click on 6-4, we have a nothing on the left-hand side, so it would just be a blank, and then there's a slash. If he's a right-handed hitter, which he is, it's a walk plus. So a walk is normally just a number comparison here, but when you're talking about the plus symbol, it's going to add 10 to these results. So he's a left-hander. Right now his walk is at 22, but when I click on the 6-4, you will notice it went to 33, and that's because +1 for the Wrigley Field, and then the plus symbol gives you an extra 10 to your walk rating. So very good chance to walk on a walk plus. Obviously, 19 is less than 33, so definitely is going to be a walk. And all we have to do is click on the walk. So Cardinals finally have a man on board, and notice what happened here because Lester put a man on with a walk. His rating went from 11 to 10. So he's still got plenty of batters left, and he's got plenty of. He's not tired. That's what the first number represents. And the second number represents his pull rating. So whether or not he should be removed from the game, he's just not. He just doesn't have anything left in him. All right, so man on first. So now you will see down here in the middle section here on first base, you see Matt Holliday is on first. So if we get another result, we might be able to advance him. There is 2 outs though, so hopefully we can get something going here. Oh yes, one other thing, very important. One other thing. Anytime before you activate the pitcher to start the play, you should check on the strategy down here in the bottom, and it'll roll random dice. And a lot of times everything's blank. When it does roll a certain number, though, it gives you some options here. It's saying that the pitcher here is trying for a pickoff. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the pickoff, and over here represents what's going on. So on a 1 to 7 on the 20-sided dice, he's going to pick off Matt on first base, and on 8 or 9 he has an error. So we are going to click on the pickoff. Notice it's in red there to let you know, hey, here you go. So here's the die roll. Die roll at 20, pickoff attempt, roll at 1d20, pitcher's rating plus blah blah blah, and pickoff is 1 to 7. You roll a 6. Notice it's in red right here, meaning look at these numbers, and that is a 6. So the 6 falls into the 1 to 7. So that is a pickoff. Matt Holliday gets picked off by Lester on first base, and there goes the runner right off the bat. Wow, couldn't do anything. But you should, anytime anybody reaches the base, before you start the pitching, you check out the strategy section here, and dice will be rolled. And like I said, a lot of times, you won't have to click on anything. But you can also decide yourself, okay, I want to try a steal, I want to try a hit and run, I want to try a pickoff, or whatever if you're playing that way. Some people will follow this strictly, and other people will be more liberal. Of course, that is up to you to decide how you want to play that out. All right, so it looks like Wainwright's back on the mound here, bottom of the 4th inning. And we got a 5-1 result, so possible strikeout, and it is a strikeout because the 7 is less than 14, so struck him out. Right, and Solar steps in, and 3-2 possible walk. So notice the 9 here was not within the dice roll, so again the yellow represents okay, start again. And we got us a 5-4, and we have a split result here. So if he was a left-handed pitcher, he would have got a single. Since it's a right-handed pitcher, he grounded out to second base. So for the out, so that's 2 outs. And now we rolled a 3-4, which is a K, and then the parentheses W. Again, the parentheses represent whether the pitcher's tired or not. He's not tired, so we can ignore the parentheses. So it's a possible strikeout. Did not get the strikeout, so Rizzo gets to roll on his card. Maybe he can do something here. 3-3, and yes, he does. He hits a double to center field. So double to center field. All right, so now they got a base runner. So we'll click here for the next batter. And notice the dice roll came up as 6, so it means there's no special strategy. But again, if you wanted to try a steal or a hit and run or whatever you want, that is your option, how you want to proceed with the strategy part of it. I'm going to probably, I will do the St. Louis strategy, but for Chicago, I'll just let the computer, whatever the computer dictates, that's what I will follow, since I'm kind of doing the Cardinals. Not that I'm playing in bias or anything. All right, what do we get from Wainwright? A 4-3 possible walk. So click on that, and possible walk is only a 1-5, so that's way outside the 1-5 range. Had to think about that for a second, actually. And now we have a roll, and it's a 6-3. So it's a double star 4. So the double star again is going to come up here and go to number 4. So that's a ground ball to position number 5, so third base. This is what's going to end up happening here. So 6-3. And you can see it's highlighted here. I'm sorry, it's a ground ball 5, so it's going to go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, third base. And that's the end of the inning anyways. So after 5, we've had a total of 1 hit so far. Lester here has got 1 base on balls and 5 strikeouts. We've had a total of 1 hit so far. And the Cardinals have had a total of 1 walk so far. So these pitchers are on their A game. 2-3, we got a ballpark effect, so we're going to roll on that. 3-5 is a S plus and then a 7. So it looks like he is got a single plus 7 is going to be going to check the advanced runners for the 2 bases, roll a d6. You're going to check the base running ability of the hitter versus the offensive player's arm. You're going to adjust that based upon whether it's a single or double. And a roll of 6, the batter thrown out at second. The batter is safe with a double. So that's kind of what that S plus 7 represented here. It's the S plus a number. Is basically got a little chart. It's a single, and then he's trying to stretch it out into a double. Does he actually make it into second base or not? And that's all listed down here in the corner. And so we're going to click on here for the double. He did make it safe. So that is a base runner for. So we can click on the next batter here. So looks like we got Peralta on second here, and we've got Matt Adams up. No outs. Top of the 5th. The way Lester's going, I don't know if we want to just try to bunt him over. I'm not sure what we would do. But let's just go ahead and see if we can get a hit out of Matt Adams. I'm thinking we could do that. 1-3, 1-3. Oh, we have a possible HR home run. So possibility. So we're going to be obviously comparing this die. So when we click on it here, we're going to check the batter's chance of hitting a home run. So if that would have been a 1-11, it would have been a home run. Since it's not a home run, we got to find out what he did do. So that's why it's in yellow, saying, okay, keep going. So we're going to keep going. And we did a 2-1. So he hit a single into left field. So Matt Adams does come through with a single into left. Now we need to find out what happens with the runner that was on second goes to third. Now we got to find out, can he actually go from second all the way to home, on the base hit? And that's what's done down here in the runner advancement chart. So you can see here, the first die is a 6. Anytime you roll a 6, that's what this little box here is saying. You're going to roll this another die and check that result. So we rolled a 6, and it basically what this is saying is roll another die and see what it says on the chart. So we rolled a 1 then. So we're going to look at this part over here, and this is The lead runner advances, the ball is cut off, and the trailer runner is thrown out. So the lead runner is Peralta on third, and he is going to score. And then Matt Adams. So basically the throw's coming in, and Lester grabs it and throws it to second as Matt Adams is trying to make it into second. So the lead runner advances, the ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So Matt Adams is thrown out. There we go. So that's how that is done. Peralta scores, Matt Adams is thrown out at second. So Matt trying to huff it over to second base, didn't quite make it in there, but at least we got an RBI for Big Matt Adams, Big Country. They used to have a nickname for him. I haven't heard that for a while. I don't know if they stopped calling him that or what, but anyways, Big Country comes through with a RBI, 1 out here in the, what are we in, the 5th inning. All right, so Yadier Molina steps in, and it is a 5-2. 5-2 is a possible strikeout. No, it's not a strikeout. We'll roll on Yadi's card and get a 4-2. It is a ground ball to third for the out. Colton Wong steps in. So you got the chance to see some of the results down here in the bottom right-hand corner when you got base runners and different situations that are happening here, and there's going to be more dice that are rolled out there, and so I thought I would just kind of go through and explain all that. So anyways, Lester got a 4-6, and notice his pull rating is down to a 7 now because he had a couple runners on, let a couple hits go in, and then a run score. So he's down to a 7, and he'll be tired when he faces 10 more batters, but we'll see what happens before that. Anyways, 4-6 is a S1 in brackets there, or in parentheses. So again, that's only if he's tired, but he's not tired at this point, so that's just counted as a blank space. So we're just going to go on and roll on Colton Wong's card here for a 4-2 is a ground out to back to the pitcher. So that ends that inning for the Cardinals, but they got a couple hits there between Peralta and Adams, and got themselves a run. So finally cracked Lester's armor there just a little bit. All right, so Wainwright here, let's see if he can hold them off. 4-1 again, just if he was tired. He's not tired. He's still got 12 more batters, so it's just a blank. And he got a 2-1, which is a ground out to second base there. So 1 out. Chris Bryant steps in. 5-2, possible strikeout. It is a strikeout. And David Ross steps in. 2-2, a possible wild pitch, but there's nobody on base, so you can either disregard it and just roll again, or if you happen to click it, you'll just get a little message that says foul ball, roll again. So if you wanted to save a little bit of time, anytime you see wild pitch and there's nobody on base, you can just roll again. Up to how you want to play it. 1-5 is a range play. So first time the Cardinals get to test out their range. So we got a 2, a 4, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 2, and a 4. So depending on where it goes, Holiday doesn't have much range. Peralta, Carpenter, they all don't have much range. Huh? Okay. So they don't have much range. In fact, Wainwright's only got a range of 1. So let's find out who the ball goes to and check out and see whether they can make the play or not. Oh, I have to actually 1-5. There we go. Range plate. And it's going to 4-1. So S9 is single into right. So it's going to see if Hayward can make the catch or not. He's a 1 to 4. He makes the play. He is successful. So runs and hustles, and grabs that for the 3rd out. So top of the 6th inning, and we'll go ahead and put a cut in. We'll come back and finish the game in the next video. So hopefully you're enjoying some inside pitch baseball. Again, I understand, probably a little bit slow for some people out there. But for those players that are newer or kind of, want to see and understand more of how things are interacting, and when they try this game out for themselves, they want to have a pretty good understanding of what to do, what to expect, and how to understand how the flow of things go. That's why I'm going a little bit slow. But next episode, I think we're going to go ahead and pick up the pace. We'll be able to do 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings really fast, and we'll get that video done in just coming up shortly. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.